Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. So today I'm going to be sitting here on this couple cases of balls and going to be answering some of the viewer questions that were emailed to me. So hold tight. All right, guys, we'll start with a question from Ricardo Traconis. Hello, I am a fan of you from Mexico. Have you tried the brand Artingo TR990? It's from the sports store Decathlon. They say it's very good for the price. So you're not the only one, Ricardo, that's asked me about the Artingo rackets. A lot of you have asked me enough where I'm very, very interested in them now. I know that the price points of those rackets are about $129.99 and they come strung. And I believe it's a graphite racket because I've seen a few of those, but I have to walk into a Decathlon store or order it online, which I will do. So look for that review in the upcoming weeks after I get it. Next question is from Ralphs13, and his question is, what is going on with Yonex? He says, hope you're well. Just a small question out of curiosity. Are you having a difficulty receiving equipment from Yonex? I wanted to buy an E-Zone 100 grip number 2, and I noticed they are sold out in the main online stores in Europe. So I went to ask an official representative in Spain who told me that they're out of stock and do not know when they'll be receiving it. In fact, due to the quantities available in stores, they are selling only what is in stock. Yonex doesn't produce rackets that fast because of their quality control. So I do have a problem getting rackets from time to time too. So as not uncommon, sometimes my delays are as long as a month. So hang tight, the racket, will arrive. That's kind of the nature of Yonex. Next question is from Jason Wallace. Let's see, I saw the video on how to build up grips and had a question. What happened to the wax buildups? Do you remember? They were the color of paper bags. The reason I'm asking is I used to use them to change the shape and size of my grip, and I'm about to be in the market for some new sticks. So Jason, I remember using those. So what Jason's talking about is essentially, it's like double-sided tape that was one grip size thick, so 1/8 thick. You basically wrapped it around the grip, and then you basically unheat, so it's double-sided tape, right? So you took the plastic or whatever is holding the adhesion on one side, and you wrapped it around the grip, and then you try to do it as perfectly as you could, and then you would take the other, actually you wouldn't take the other. So what Jason's talking about is a waxed thing that was like this magazine that was as thick as one grip size up. It was 1/8 of an inch thick, and it had adhesive on one side. So you took the adhesive off, you took it just all the way down to nothing, right? Just all the way down to the core grip, and then you would stick it like this. You would stick it like this all the way around, right? All the way around, and then like that. And it would just stick there and be one grip size up. Now, from what I remember, you had to trim a little off, from what I remember. But there would be a seam there. It's not like the shrink wrap that I normally use. It was for those people who didn't have a heat gun, or didn't want to use a heat gun, or didn't want to use a hair dryer at home. It was kind of like the way to make your grip bigger from home. So I do remember those. I haven't used one of those for like 25 years though. So I don't know if those things are still made. I haven't seen one or heard of anybody still making that. But Jason, yeah, get some new sticks. I don't think you're gonna be needing that. Just get the right grip size for yourself. Okay, another question from Tracy Still, sorry. Hi, Tracy. We watch you on YouTube and we're wondering if you have a website that you sell your merchandise on. Thanks, Tracy. Tracy, you and a bunch of people asked me this. We're working on a website right now, but we're probably not going to be selling rackets that we have from the wall here. We'll be selling more custom stuff that we do, but not regular rackets. Contact me on my About page on YouTube if you want anything specific. But we won't be having a store like those online guys here. So, but thank you for watching, Tracy. All right, question from Dan Goldberg. Why don't you sell many Kirschbaum strings anymore? Someone was trying to tell me that the Pro Line 2 was the best polys in the market due to it being pre-stretched in the factory. Do you have any thoughts? Yeah, I like Pro Line 2. It's one of the better strings out there. It's just there's not much of a demand for Kirschbaum anymore. I feel like about 10 to 15 years ago, Kirschbaum did a really, really good job of promoting and marketing to the junior crowd, of going out to the junior tournaments, giving the stuff away, sponsoring kids. But I think they kind of got away from that, and Solinko kind of took the reins, and Solinko's kind of the new Kirschbaum. Very rarely does anybody come in and ask for Kirschbaum anymore. The ones that do, I know exactly how old they are, because if they ask for Kirschbaum, they're probably in their late 20s to early 30s, because that puts them into the range of when Kirschbaum was popular. All right, thanks for the question. Next question from Jeannie Chan. Need help to replace my Prince racket. I really need help with my racket selection. I love Prince rackets. I started with an 03 white, then later moved to the 03 Warrior 100. I'm still playing with the Warrior 100, so it's an X03 Warrior 100, and love the racket. However, it's getting old, 7 to 8 years old now. I want to buy a new racket, have done some demo programs twice in the last 3 years, bought 3 new rackets, 2 Yonex, and most recently the Wilson Clash 100. Gave up on all 3 after playing a few months, even though I liked them during the demoing. Somehow, I just love the Prince rackets. It is the 03 technology that made, is it the 03 technology that made the difference? I don't know. Do you have any recommendations as to what racket that's current on the market that you would say plays like my Prince? I'm almost ready to give up on a new racket. Jenny, I'm right there with you. I played with my Wilson 4.4 TIs, mid pluses for 13, 14 years. So I gave up on pure drives, pure arrows, you name it, I gave up on them until I finally found a Wilson Burn 100 when those were released. So my recommendation to you is try the new Babolat Pure Drive. I would say the specs are very, very similar. The feel will be very, very close. There will be a slight adjustment period, but as long as you commit, I believe that Pure Drive will be your racket. So try that one out. New Babolat Pure Drive, Jenny. Okay, next question from Peter Choi. I have a question for you that maybe you can answer on an upcoming YouTube broadcast. I recently purchased a Wilson Blade V7 1820. According to the specs, they are what they are online. I like rackets. I like rackets with a bit more weight, so I switched out the grip with a leather grip to increase the static weight. Is there a change in the swing weight? Obviously the static weight goes up and becomes more head light, but I was wondering about the change in swing weight. I thank you in advance for your answer. So Peter, I'm actually going to run the test for you and see what happens. Anytime you add weight though to anywhere on the racket will definitely increase the swing weight, but I'm going to show you right now. Okay, so the blade 1820, okay, strung with a poly. We're just going to check the swing weight before the leather goes on. $339, okay? $339 before the leather. Okay, so I'm gonna change out this to a leather grip and then we're gonna remeasure. So let's go change out the leather. So I'm gonna remove the grip. So remove the grip. I got the premium leather black, okay, for you, Peter. Put this on as well as I can, like a pro. Okay, so there's my end. I finished there. I get my scissor. Remember, I always teach you guys pretty lines, right? Pretty lines, low to high, okay? Keep the edge. Keep this edge. Keep this edge, right? So it's pretty. Lines are pretty. My finishing tape. Okay. Okay, leather grip. So let's go to the scale. $339. What? That didn't change anything. I'm a little shocked. I'm gonna do that again. $339. Whoa. That's a little bit of a shock to me, Peter. Unless this grip is about the same weight as that Pro Performance grip they put on, but it didn't change the swing weight at all. I probably should have weighted it before let me check that. Okay, well, yeah, didn't change anything, Peter. So surprisingly, $339. Grip didn't change. At least this black leather grip didn't change. But usually when you add weight to anywhere, like from like here on up, it usually changes the swing weight. But not today. So Peter, you probably didn't add any weight to it if you used the Wilson black one. If you used the tan one, maybe a little bit, but if you used the black one like I did, leather, you probably didn't change anything. All right, guys, so my editor came up with a wonderful idea. Since I've taught you a lot about what I've known in the last 6 months, we want to see what you've learned from me. If you guys can send me or email me clips on my About page, my email's right there. I'll also link it to the bottom. Send me clips of what you've learned from me. Did you learn the tweener and hit one like my buddy JC? Did you buy an orange racket like my buddy Tom? Did you learn about, static weight versus swing weight? Did you buy 2 underwear because of me? Hey, let me know, but don't show me. All right? Thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis.